Hey, Melissa Reitman, pelvic health physical therapist with Pathways Physical Therapy and Holistic Health, here with Tidbit Tuesday. Today we're going to stick with the bladder topic, and we might change next week. Who knows? We'll see where we go. But we are going to stick with that. And if you remember a couple videos ago, we talked about urge incontinence, or that sensation that you have to go to the bathroom when perhaps your bladder is not full. If you have any history with overactive bladder, bladder pain syndrome, or interstitial cystitis, you know that your bladder can be pretty uncomfortable during just normal activities during the day. It can be a feeling of urge that you need to use the restroom when you're not quite having to, or just general discomfort. So since we are in this food consumption time of year, I thought that I would share with you that your diet can directly affect your bladder. So if you're having any issues with incontinence or discomfort or urge, then this might be something for you to pay attention to, and that is the foods that you are eating or things that you are doing that can actually make more irritation. And that doesn't necessarily mean create more urine so you have to go more, but create more discomfort and more of a sensation that you have to go. Now keep in mind, if you have a urinary tract infection, and obviously there might be other medical issues that can also be contributing. So I want you to get that checked out if that's a concern. But at the same time, there are certainly some ways that you can calm that irritating bladder. First, I'll talk about some foods that will create more irritation, and feel free to Google it because there are lots of lists out there of things, but some you might not think of. We all think of coffee as sort of an irritant, and it can be both bowel and bladder. So any caffeinated teas, caffeinated coffees, citrus fruits can also cause some trouble, and spicy foods. So those are some things that might not necessarily affect you. What I would recommend is that if you are having some problems, to do a bladder diary or a diary of your symptoms along with a food diary, and then you can kind of start seeing which foods might be affecting your bladder and which ones might not be a problem. But here are 6 tips and 6 ways to kind of help soothe your bladder if you're having some flare-ups. So the first one would be to not be dehydrated. Drink your water. We might think, let's not drink so much so we don't have to go to the bathroom so much, but it's really not getting you anywhere. So make sure that you're not dehydrated and you're drinking enough water during your day. Chamomile and peppermint teas can be helpful to soothing the bladder. Foods that reduce constipation. So we're looking at foods that are high in fiber. Remember, you got to drink your water. If you're drinking more fiber, or you're really going to be in some trouble. Some green vegetables. You could do prune juice or flax oil. And just making sure you're eating foods with lots of fiber so that you don't have constipation, because that can directly affect your bladder as well. They've also found in some studies that foods rich in magnesium, like almonds, green vegetables, whole grains, and fish, can actually help, and that some other studies have shown that women who do take a magnesium hydroxide supplement also have less symptoms with this urinary or bladder irritation. So there's some ideas for you. Please feel free to look it up. I think I will post some of those irritating and non-irritating or soothing food lists on our Facebook page and at Pathways Physical Therapy and Holistic Health. You can also leave a link here, subscribe to our YouTube page, or you can look us up on our website is pathwaysdurango.com. So have a fabulous holiday. I hope you're enjoying time with family and friends, however you might celebrate, and we'll talk to you again next time.